What is going on, me old gaming darlings? I hope you are all keeping well because we've got another video gaming content for you all to watch through. Now, of course, in honour of Pac-Man's 45th anniversary this year, we are going to be playing Pac-Man World 2 RePAC, which literally just dropped today. So, of course, if you want to use this video in regards to guidance on how to get through to levels, or if you want to join this journey along with me to be able to play through and of course complete the game as well, then of course use these videos to your advantage or pleasure. But of course, without further ado, less waffling and more gaming. Now, to be fair and honest with you all, me old darlings, I have not actually played the second Pac-Man World. I've always played the very first one for the PlayStation, but never progressed any further with the franchise. So I do see this as a bit of a golden opportunity to give this a go. Ooh, somebody has a crush on Pac-Man. I'm two Muppets up there. I get the feeling that this is more open world rather than just a typical 3D platform. Like they've done something more different in regards from the first Pac-Man world to the second. They look like the bonus fruits from it you see in the Pac-Man arcade games. Something ghastly is happening.
Last I'm free from that infernal tree. Now then, you four, bring that accursed golden fruit and follow me. Don't keep me waiting. Once I'm through with them, the rabble of Pac-Land will know the meaning of true terror.
They seem to have added voice acting on that, which they never did have voice acting in the first one.
RePAC.
Why do gaming companies feel the need to do this? Yes, we accept. Now that's a nice cool feature. So if you actually had played the very first Pac-Man World RePAC, then you unlock this costume for Pac-Man of playing as Pac-Man, who was the main antagonist in Pac-Man World and Pac-Man World RePAC. Before we go for the new game, I think we're all cushy for everything. Yeah, so there's nothing for you to in need of changing the settings unless you felt you really need to. And if for any reason you wanted to play in a different language, then of course you can do so through via the options at the time of stream at any time. Face various dangers in this mode, enjoying the heart-pounding action. A mode where fairies assist Pac-Man in his adventure. Recommend for those who find adventure mode difficult. Pac-Man will be immune to damage, not get game overs, and fairy blocks will appear among other things. That sounds a bit too easy for my liking. I mean, okay, they say that you can change different modes later on. But I feel like I want to start off with fairy mode, not just because I'm that bad of a gamer. No. But I feel like if we complete fairy mode first, and then work our way through onto the adventure mode, I don't know if that will just unlock more trophies in due course, or any other costumes that come preset for fairy mode before adventure mode. Unless somebody else from Bandai Namco is watching this, or if anyone else remembers Pac-Man World 2, let me know in the comments down below. But we're going to stick with fairy mode for now.
Waka 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 waka.
And Pac-Man will make his waka waka way. No pun intended.
Boy, am I tired. Could have sworn I felt eyes on the back of my neck all last night. Oh.
Of course, there will be no talking through their scenes.
What happened to the village?
Pac-Man, it's a disaster. A massive crisis has fallen upon Pac-Land.
Professor, what in the world happened to everything?
Those mischievous ghosts were up to no good again. They stole fruit from the golden tree and unwittingly awakened an ancient demon that had been sealed beneath the tree many moons ago.
They did what? They're always going around stirring up trouble. Those delinquents.
According to this historical volume of Pac Village, our ancestors once waged a fierce battle against this diabolical ghost. To deal with the threat, the great Pac Wizard devised a most magical potion and transformed 5 ordinary pieces of fruit into the legendary golden fruits. Armed with the magical fruit and possessing a dauntless spirit to match, a Pac Knight rose to the challenge and thus did battle with Spooky, the great evil ghost. And ultimately, the Pac Knight brought low the villain Spooky. The vile ghost was then sealed in the golden fruit tree, restoring peace to Pac-Land. But now that the fruit has been stolen, as a result of their prank, Spooky has been unleashed to wreak havoc on Pac-Land once more. Pac-Man, you're our only hope. You must retrieve the golden fruit. If Spooky isn't defeated, it's only a matter of time before Pac-Land is relegated to ruin.
Got it. I swear to defeat Spooky and restore peace to Pac-Land no matter what. It's my duty and I'm proud to see it through. Oh. Excuse me. Can't go adventuring hungry. How about a quick snack?
Thinking with your stomach there, Pac-Man. I'm sure saying the ghost or delinquent is a bit of a polite way of putting things. I would have said something a little bit stronger. Well, the camera controls are quite nice. So if you're playing
Here
this
is
game...
Pac Village,
Oh, sorry
heart
there.
of Pac-Land. Oh, it remains of it. Everything was so peaceful until just yesterday. It pains my heart.
Where'd all these weird tree roots come from?
The roots of the wormwood tree that have stretched here from the far reaches of Ghost Island. Losing its fruit sapped the golden fruit tree of its strength, leaving it vulnerable. And the wormwood tree pounced, spreading its vile roots into Pac Village. As you can see, the roots have overtaken our homes, and even the village gate.
Oh boy, I guess things are looking grim. Speaking of homes, where did all the villagers go?
Rest easy, my boy. We were able to evacuate everyone safely. Only by retrieving the golden fruit can peace be restored to our precious Pac village. At present, this entrance is the only way in or out. Go forth, Pac-Man! Retrieve the golden fruit and save our Pac village.
All right, I'm on it. Wish me luck. And tell everyone to hang in there.
Oh wow. So of course, as I was saying before, we got briefly interrupted there. The graphics look absolutely stunning, and Bandai Namco have done a really good job of redefining the game itself, I feel. I mean, the actions are quite simple. You use your left analog stick. That's if you're playing on the PlayStation 5 version, just for the record. And then of course with the right analog stick, going left and right is obviously, it turns you as per directional, and of course if you was to use the up button, of course it makes you go more zoomed in, but if you use the down button, of course it zooms you out, and of course if you go quite a bit, it makes you a view above the sky sort of thing. But of course I personally wouldn't recommend it, and try to keep it in between the middle if you can. These look like little figures that we collect throughout the game. I'm not sure if it's due to the levels, but I'm sure we can work these out in our gaming darlings in due course. And who do we have here? Hi Pac-Man, I'm Clyde. Or Clear? I'm sure. The manager of this arcade. Nice to meet you. Here you can play retro games, collect figures from the gashapon. Change the music in the jukebox or watch familiar scenes on the TV. Come visit if you want a break from things. Probably have a break from you, love. So obviously that's your jukebox where you can play the various different Pac-Man music. I believe this is the arcade, or one of them, that go through. Access maze mode through the maze machine at the arcade. Maze stages can be unlocked by finding a Galaxian. Try to find them all. Collect all the pack dots and power pellets to clear the maze. You will lose a life if you take damage, so be sure to dodge the enemies while collecting them. Beat the maze for coins. Certain stages will also unlock new gashapon. So obviously the Galaxian was also, believe it or not, me old gaming darlings, was actually a franchise of Namco of an arcade shoot 'em up. Think of it as a very more interesting version than Space Invaders. And of course, the Galaxian, of course, itself has been used in reference to bonus items for Pac-Man in the games as well. And of course, we aren't able to be in the position to use maze mode at all because we haven't collected any items or gashapons as well. There, of course, is your own TV for where you can watch previous scenes throughout the game. But it looks like we have got a lot of work to do. In regards to the gashapons itself, it says here that there were gashapons at the arcade in Pac Village. A gashapon is a vending machine that dispenses various figures as capsules. Upon inserting the coin and pulling the lever, play once for 3 coins. There are several types of gashapons with different figures to boot. Complete tasks such as clearing a set number of maze stages to gain access to new gashapon. That's one great way of actually of continuing the bonus items, you know, to collect, and as well as playing games at the same time. So Bandai Namco really did come up with some really good ideas to utilising the bonus stages to keep the game very interesting. And as you can see, at the moment we've got 3 different types, so we'll probably less worry about it if we've got time for in this episode or in the following one. But notice that all the village doors are all closed up, apart from one.
I see.
Nova. Hi Pac-Man, my name is Nova and welcome to my shop. You can change your costume here. Search for the one you like best. So obviously Nova is responsible for costume customization, so what you need to do is just go inside and of course the description as it is. You can change Pac-Man's costume at Nova's shop in Pac Village. Clear all missions in the stage to get a costume. Clear lots of missions for lots of costumes. Or so the common sense statement says. So at the moment we've got normal, we've got street, we even got Pac-Man from what we've earlier claimed through. And of course if some of the costumes have customisable colour options, so all you need to do is that if you're playing on the PlayStation 5, then of course you'd utilise the triggering buttons between L1 and R1. But we're going to keep it original for Pac-Man for now, and of course maybe we'll think about changing costume on another episode. But first off we go to this grass field area, which, interestingly, I thought it was going to actually take us straight away to a level, but continuing on through. Well, hey, oh, never mind. So here we go for the stage 1 of round 1 or area 1 maybe. But of course, you come across all these different fruits and you press the R1 button for what the missions you have to do. Obviously one mission is to clear the stage. The second mission is to obtain a high score of 10,000 or higher. And the third mission is of course collecting all the fruits. And the reward of the costume, should we get all 3, is the hunter hat with, that's the colour green. I think we can do that. Why not, me old gaming darlings? So let's
go.
crack on with Paradise Meadows. So obviously the square button here is to obviously do your kick flips.
Tasty.
Pressing the X button, well of course does a jump, but if you press X again off mid-air, you do like a bounce jump, which gives Pac-Man that extra bit of height for jumping. Should you see an exclamation mark, it's not for you in action to press it to read them, it just automatically comes up when you approach it closely. And of course, as you see here, X was to jump, but if you're on the cliff edge like so, but it doesn't affect on all cliffs. Obviously we can't go over that because I think that's just sort of guarded off. I think kind of the same thing from here. I'll show you from here. You just approach the cliff edge and just press X again should you want to ascend upwards. It looks like we've got a run and jump. Now, I did see some bear traps here. But was there any fruits down here? No, there wasn't. All these pellets. Pac-Man's not too careful, he's going to go on to Weight Watchers. So here you come from here, press X in the air to do a butt bounce. You can press switches or reach a little higher with them. Fair enough. And that's like so.
Yummy.
We've got our second fruit, which is, of course is a watermelon.
Tasty.
And I see another fruit down there.
Tasty.
And it's a strawberry. And you know what? We're coming across to a fifth of our fifth away. Well, we've done a fifth of what our gold points are. Holding the R1 in mid-air to flutter.
Yep.
But that's nice. Does it stay forever you hold it down? Still holding it, just for the record. And that's rather interesting, that they can stay up for that long. Whether it won't let you do that for in the adventure mode is another question, but time will tell. But it kind of reminds me of that Yoshi's Story on the old Nintendo 64, where you sort of press the what was it, the A button again whilst in mid-air, and you go, like as if he's got constipational issues. Sorry Nintendo, if you are watching this. We got rid of that little devil, that's for sure. That looks like a floating item, but I'm worried about losing it if ooh.
Yep.
gold token there. Not quite sure what the tokens are for, but I suppose that we're going to learn them in due course. What's this one say? Holding the triangle down for a rev roll. Now, if you remember from the first Pac-Man, you had the opportunity to do like a speed roll, or a rev roll as they call it. So all you got to do, hold it down the triangle button. You can hold it down as long as you like. You're not time restricted to how long you can, but using the directional to align yourself where you've got to go, and then once you're comfortable where you want to rev roll, let go of the triangle button, and you go up the hill like so. And there was more through above. And we've got more coins. Oh, I think the coins were actually regarding the whole gashapons. So we've already got 3 coins, and I'll tell you what, I can't wait to use them when we go back. Press X there. Yep, I can see that. Oh, so it's going to take us to another area. Now, I quite like this. This is quite therapeutic, where you see all the chain of dots being eaten up automatically.
Here we go!
Look at all these points that we're grabbing, the old gaming darlings. Music to my ears. So if you see a tick coin, that I believe is a checkpoint, and as it's quite rightly stated, it is of course a checkpoint. So let's do a little bit of exploring around and see how much we can get the
Tasty!
Strawberry. Ooh.
Tasty! Yeah! Tasty!
How are you not able to get hold of?
Yummy!
Ah, so utilise the bear to be able to get that bounce.
Tasty!
Well, we've got a full set of oranges, so that's quite nice. So if ever you wanted to get bounce height extra, you can do so from the bear traps, but just make sure you don't do a normal jump. Just do a mid-air butt bounce. So 1, 2. That didn't work, but I think that kind of works when you're on the side. Yes, it's got to work on the sides of the bear traps.
Tasty!
And we've got another melon there. There's 2 more of them to go. We almost reached 10,000. We've just got about another quarter left to go with that. 7,265 me old gaming darlings. Now, because we've got 3 of these lemons, or oranges, clearly it said oranges, if you bring fruit to that chest, it'll open. Try bringing 3 oranges. What's this, like an education supermarket? Please give me 3 oranges and I'll be able to give you something in return. Jesus Christ. What was that? Oh, some weird ball thing? Not quite sure what that all entailed, but I'm sure we'll find out in due course. You cannot defeat ghosts with normal attacks. Try eating power pellets to transform into Mega Pac-Man. Now, where's a Mega Pellet? That's for sure. But more interestingly is that I can see 3 different fruits. You've got 2 cherries and a strawberry. Here I go with another supermarket talk. Honestly. So how are we going to do this? Ooh, what if...
Mega Pac-Man!
Here we go. Let's get these little buggers. Olé! I even got a little trophy out of that. Well chuffed with that. I'm wondering if there's any secret fruit under these rocks. You may never know. Seeing that there is a second power pellet, I'd say let's take the advantage of it. There's more pellets, which helps out with the point earning. Well, there was nothing much. Oh, that even meant to happen? Well, it did. I don't even think no, you can't. So, are we safe to touch water? Yeah, we are. That's always a good sign. I think it's best to say.
Yummy!
Ooh. I'm glad that there was a cherry. Now, sorry, I went a little bit serious mode there with the silence.
Tasty!
Apologies on that one, me old game darling.
Yummy!
And another cherry. We've got all the cherries. Now, I'm wondering if there's going to be another box, but specifically, give it all the cherries so that you can be able to get an item in return. It's worth a shout. And we've passed, I've just noticed actually, we've managed to get through the 10,000 point mark. So I think, how are we able to view our missions? So, of course, you will ask that. And of course, it's simple. Press on the pause button on your PlayStation controller, hit on the mission, and then, of course, you can read through the missions you've got to do. We've already attained 10,000 or more points. Bearing in mind that we don't die, because obviously that could be the chance that you may lose your points and may have to do the whole thing all over again. So the next thing we've got to do is try to collect all the fruits. And I think so far with the progression, we've collected all the cherries, we've collected all the oranges, it's just the strawberries, the apples and the melons and whatever those colourful things look like. I think, looking at it a bit closely, they look like little gashapon balls. So I think we're doing pretty good, me old gaming darling. So, without further ado, dolphin jump. Hold R2 to dive, hold R1 to float back up. A bit of a swimming mechanism here. Oh, lovely. Swimming? Apparently not. Oh, I see a strawberry. There's another point here. And how are we going to get through?
Yummy!
Then boxes down there. There's got to be a way somewhere.
Yep.
I don't even that's not helping much either. Is there more pellets down here? I think there is. What I like about with the whole swimming mechanism is that it's not situated isometric like you see in some of the games. So, with that being said, they've done the camera control really well. Blue treasure chests contain metal dots. Use them to walk underwater and shrug off enemy attacks, but the effect wears off quickly, so you better hurry. Now, I get this impression. I do get this impression that this is what they mean by treasure chest, because that just looks like a crate to me. And off we go. There's our first box, and there's the second box. Where's the third one? It's all the way there. Yeah, we've got there in time. Excellent, me old game darling. So, need to wear this off. There's no cancellation button, so when you pick up special pellets like that, You can't just cancel them off. So you have to endure the time. Don't worry, because you know, it's not as if you're limited to how long you can be underwater, because there's infinity time on it. But whether that depends on the gaming difficulty is another question. So, and should you miss something, they tend to respawn like here. So don't stress or anything if you're trying to get a perfect score.
Tasty.
And then you have to restart it. It's not the case. But good old
Yummy.
And we've just got all the strawberries, so which is nice. So we now got all the cherries, all the strawberries, all the oranges, just one more apple to go, all the melons, and one more gashapon ball. So there's only 2 items specifically left to do. So I think we're on track here for 100%. And without dying, may I commentate on this? And we've got a second gashapon, so that means we only just need one more apple. And I'm praying it's up there in that box. If we can
Yummy.
enough height, and we have fantastical. So of course, when it comes to reaching the goal, I believe it's that floating Pac-Man coin right there. So I don't believe there's anything else extra that we've missed out. So I think we're all good to go. So 3, 2, 1, finish the game.
All right.
Oh yeah. Now we've easily surpassed the 10,000 point mark, without a shadow of a doubt. 18,415 points. What an awesome record to go for. So, me old gaming darlings, if you have played Paradise Woods, I think, was it called Paradise Woods? But if you completed 1-on-1, and if you've got a higher score than 18,415 points, drop a comment down below and see if you can beat it. As I'm eager for a challenge to see if we can beat any more points. And because we've cleared all the missions, we've unlocked ourselves a costume. That kind of outfit, it kind of makes you think like, oh, Pac-Man's going to Oktoberfest. Pac Night, sweet. Pac Wizard, nice. You can view your figures in the toolbox at Pac Village. You can choose to look at specific figures as well. There are pedestals to display your figures at Pac Village. Oh, that's nice. So it's not as if you have to physically go through an option menu to view them. You can actually have them on display, which is pretty cool actually, to be fair. Figures can be obtained from capsules in stages or the gashapon in the Pac Village arcade. I've forgotten how many we've collected, but I think we've collected quite a few Pac coins. So without further ado, let's go back to Pac Village. But before we just do that, just want to point out that once you've completed the stage, you get the option to do a time trial mode, and it's based on how quick that you can actually get to the stage, regardless of how many points you attain or anything else. So as you can see, as an example, third place, of course, you've completed it by under 1 minute and 30 seconds, but not enough to overtake to get it done quicker than 45 seconds. Silver, you've course, or second place, you've managed to do this in under 45 seconds, but not quick enough to get it under 30, so between the 30 seconds and the 45. But of course, if you wanted to be the quickest, then of course you've got to do this time trial within under 30 seconds. Which sounds like a lot of rev rolls to be used if you ask me. So,
let's go.
No, I didn't want to do that. Bear with me 1 second. Let me just quickly quit that. And if you do make a mistake like that, it can be easily fixed. So all you have to do, ignoring the time trial because that's not what it's going to do, is of course simply go to quit the stage. Doesn't penalise you in any other way. And then of course, just drag yourself across to the Pac Village. And it doesn't matter where you exactly place. Just press on the X button to
Let's
confirm.
go.
And then of course it brings you anywhere in Pac Village. What was the name of this? Just out of curiosity. No, we'll worry about that near the time. Actually, to be fair. So let's go to the Pac Arcade, where of course we can actually go and use our Pac coins. Now we've got 7. So is it just 3 on the different ones regardless? I think so. So let's do the humble beginnings. Just simply press on the X button. What did we get out of this one? We got Blinky. So I don't know if you noticed that at the top right corner there was a quantity. So there's a good chance you may get another one. What did we get for this one? An auto elevator. I can't complain. It's better than nothing. Right. Interesting stuff. Now, I don't know about you, but we didn't see any Galaxian keys. So, without being further said, Meow Gaming guys, this is... I'm going to say we're going to call it off for today. And then, of course, tomorrow we're going to do another level of Pac-Man. And I will probably try and get it over to within Saturday scheduling or possibly into Sundays. But do keep your notifications on. So with that being said, if you are new to this channel, please do subscribe so that you can be notified on the latest comment that I upload onto the channel as well. And if you like this video, do leave a like. And of course, Meow Gaming darlings, if you've got any comments, any feedback, and of course anything that you've got tips wise or anything else, then of course drop a comment down below and I look forward to reading them and of course respond to them as well at the same time. So of course without further ado, Meow Gaming darlings, take care of yourselves and each other. All the best, ta-da!